Hello guys, welcome to Pitching in Line. So in this video, we're going to talk about the next team for the retentions, which is Royal Challengers Bangalore. Virat Kohli, as you all know, that he is not going to be the captain for RCB from here on in. And there's another big news for them is AB de Villiers won't be a part of this. Not only RCB, he won't be a part of IPL anymore. So these three are the retained players: Virat, Maxwell, and Mohammad Siraj. Bro, do you see? I personally was a little surprised by the omission of Yuzvendra Chahal and Siraj, no doubt, a good player, very good player. I personally thought Chahal should have got a nod ahead of Siraj. Do you feel the same, or do you have any other opinion regarding this?
I mean, given the history that with Chahal has with RCB, he's the most successful bowler for them. He has picked more than 100 wickets for them, and he bowls in Chinnaswamy, which is usually a graveyard for bowlers. But the logic, what I see over here is the third retained player, Mohammad Siraj, gets 7 crores.
Yes.
And I feel Yuzvendra Chahal probably felt he deserves more than 7.
Yeah.
He probably felt he deserves more than 7. And I think he will get more than 7 probably if he goes into the auctions. And he's one of the prime bowlers. He plays for India regularly. And I won't be surprised if he's one of the draft picks as well. He's such a good bowler. So I think I feel the only reason could be him not saying okay for 7 crores because he deserves more. But if actually RCB have left him for for cricketing reasons, then it is little upsetting. It is a little upsetting. And one more player that I want to actually pick up over here is Devdutt Padikkal. He has showed a lot of promise, a lot of potential. But is it justified going with Siraj? And also, they have Harshal Patel, who has when he came in, he kind of completely transformed RCB.
Yeah, I mean, see, Harshal Patel. I personally, I don't. When we talked previously, Harshal Patel, we didn't mention Harshal Patel, although he played well. I expected Devdutt Padikkal to go ahead for the retention because again, he's a young player. We have to invest him for the future. So probable candidate for India in the future. So I expected Devdutt Padikkal and Harshal Patel. It's little harsh. Somebody who has would literally transformed you, and and the history of IPL has picked most number of wickets in the season. So I think when if he goes personally for him, if he goes into the auction, he will be better paid in those circumstances. So let's see what happens with Harshal Patel.
Yeah, coming to Mohammad Siraj, I know a lot of people are surprised, but he's a superb pick actually. If you look closely into it, because his stocks are rising. He's playing for Indian team regularly. He has improved his bowling with the new ball and at the depth. If you remember, after having a haunting over with Andrew Russell in Chinnaswamy, he came back in UAE and he bowled an amazing over to seal the deal for them. And even when he played for India against New Zealand, his death bowling was good. So I think probably they're seeing the future in him because he has been growing step by step each year. So I think that is one of the reasons why RCB have went with Mohammad Siraj.
So I think that was it. Our take on RCB. So we'll talk about the next team, Rajasthan Royals. They have retained 3 players. They have left out big players like Ben Stokes and Jofra Archer, and instead they have written only one Englishman, that is Josh Butler. And apart from that, they have Yashasvi Jaiswal and Sanju Samson. So what do you make of this selections from RR? Do you feel that they missed a trick by not opting for Ben Stokes?
No, I'm actually impressed. I'm genuinely impressed with their retirement selection because they were very smart. Because first thing what they've done is they retained Sanju Samson, who's an Indian premium batsman, middle order batsman, and is a keeper. So it's a multi-utility. And we know if Samson goes into the auction, he'll fetch. Teams will go after him, left, right, and center. And there's also a chance of draft team picking him up as well. So I think first one thing what they wanted was to make sure that they have a strong Indian batsman. And they got Sanju Samson. and they gave him a good pay of 14 crores, and they gave him the captaincy. They gave him the assurance that he will be the captain. So that he will, I think he can mold the team according to his style. He can suggest the players what he wants in the auction. So that's a good buy according to me. And Josh Butler, for second retainment, there are three players ideally. One is Josh Butler, Ben Stokes, and Jeffrey Archer. Three of them deserve the spot. But with Jeffrey Archer, he's having the fitness issues, and that's what even Sangakkara has said it.
Yeah.
He's going through his second operation. You don't know whether he'll be fit for the IPL or not.
Correct.
You never know. When you have two star players, why to invest in a player where you're doubtful? And if that player doesn't show up, who will you get as a replacement? It will be very tough at that point of time. And you have Ben Stokes and Josh Butler. Ben Stokes and Josh Butler is somebody who is at the peak of his form right now. Ben Stokes has taken a break. Josh Butler is in form. He's an opening batsman. And he's somebody who doesn't get unfit very easily. No, he's always fit. He hardly has any injury issues. So probably they felt, okay, well, let's take him and we'll assure that spot. And Ben Stokes over here, you can argue, why don't you take Ben Stokes as your third return? But do you think Ben Stokes will come for 7 crores or 8 crores?
That's a point of debate.
I don't think so.
It's a point of debate.
If it comes into auction, it will be 11 or 12 crores.
Yeah, easily.
Jeffrey Archer, I don't think so. Those two players will say okay for 8 crores or 7 crores because they'll get more. So it was pretty much writing on the wall. But I feel they picked up a player who is in the form and who has been playing international cricket for the past 1 year. Stokes and Archer are kind of out of international cricket for their own reasons. And one more superb retirement is Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Yes.
I honestly feel he's a player to look out for. He had an amazing 21 season. Left-hander, he opens well. I think, and he's very young. He's only 21. So the more time he spends, the better he gets. So I think it's a good buy because if he comes into auction, I'm pretty sure he'll earn more than 4 crores because there are not many Indian batsmen left. Because players who are not retained, top players will be picked up in draft.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very, very smart buy. No complaints about RR.
So that was it for RR. So we'll go to the last team of this retention thing, the CSK. So the champions. So I think we are not surprised of their retentions. It was pretty straightforward. And as far as their retention is concerned, Jadeja, Dhoni, Gaikwad, and Moeen Ali, they had an argument with Moeen Ali and Sam Curran. I think Moeen Ali gets a fair nod ahead of Sam Curran. And one more thing is, as far as the draw is concerned, Jadeja is above MSD as far as their pecking order is concerned. So, do you feel that they are trying to invest on somebody like Ravindra Jadeja as a future captain for CSK after MS retires?
As a future captain, it's hard to comment right now. But he definitely deserves 16 crores to be the first retirement ahead of Dhoni. He's playing all 3 formats for India for the past 7 years. He's improving every year for CSK. So it was a no-brainer. Dhoni at 12 crores, it was expected. Though he's not really giving with the bat and the ball, but with his brain and his captaincy, he can make a lot of difference for CSK. Moeen Ali is a very good buy. Very good retainment. Because we have actually spoken in the video, not many people were talking about Moeen Ali. Everybody was talking about du Plessis, there was some kind. But Moeen Ali is a multi-utility player. He can bat any spot in a batting order, opening, one down, middle order, or as a finisher. He can bowl you 4 overs in Chennai. So that is a very good pick. And I think if you ask me, the smartest buy is definitely Ruturaj Gaikwad. Smartest retainment, because 6 crores is very less for him.
Yes.
If he comes into auction, for sure he'll get more than 6
crores.
A very young batsman. In his second season, he's scoring more than 600 runs and wins the orange cap. It's not is a big feat. It's a big achievement, and he's showing his skill set in Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy as well. So I think it was a bargain buy for CSK, because if Addy was in auctions, I think he would have gotten at least 10 crores, maybe 9 to 10 crores. But see, that's the deal with teams which have legacies like
Yes.
Mumbai Indians, CSK, right? Yeah, as a player, you improve a lot and you also win trophies. We have seen same with Kyron Pollard as well. He's accepting 6 crores because he can win a lot of trophies over there. He can make a difference. The same thing with Chennai Super Kings. They have a legacy to win their tournaments. So playing under Dhoni, I think he felt it's okay even if I lose 1-2 crores. But I would definitely, I'd rather play in CSK than some team like Punjab or any other team. So I think CSK has done well. They have definitely done well. It will be interesting to see how they'll go into auction, because they're known to go back for the players. Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur are also good players. But I think overall, I think they have done expectedly well, and they have retained expected players.
So that was it, guys. Our take on all the teams and their retentions and our opinions regarding that. So we'll meet you in the future videos. Until then, bye bye.